The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, this guy, Alexis McAllister, is someone whose stock rose dramatically due to his exploits with the national side. But he's someone I see as a born footballer. I mean, he can play the 6th position, he can play in the number 8 position, but I feel he's probably best suited to the number 10 role because I think he has that creative edge, he has that craft, and that's where he should be used to greatest effect.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Played over towards the opposite flank. Now it's Hullet.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Pass is just off target. McAllister getting this one clear. Brilliantly cut out. Neither side especially adventurous early on. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Otto. And this is Lampard. Tries to... And a header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. Now it's Eto'o. He is through here! No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Galatasaray are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Nicely aimed pass. And the finish! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Galatasaray have the chance to go the other way. Nice interception, his positioning was... It's Lampard! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Alexander-Arnold.
Galatasaray definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Messi. In with the challenge. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Collar. Conte. McAllister. Spread to the right. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got away. In by Messi. He's rising! Goal! Galatasaray! And Galatasaray have the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Alexander-Arnold gets across to intercept that. Messi. Van Nistelrooy. He was under real pressure there. Vieira. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Lahm. It's Lampard. And he's gone searching crossfield. Some resolute defending there.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might...
He's having a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Van Dijk. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Spread it left. Lampard has it in a wide position. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Added time.
Want to throw in. Bellingham. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's superb. And he'll shoot here! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Galatasaray finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Number 8.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Number 42.
So straight into the second half.
Galatasaray really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything. Kohler really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, good spread. Hullet crosses it in here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That has been knocked clear. Thuram tidy with his distribution. Well, that's a dangerous ball. And it's Yaya Toure. Lahm in acres of space out wide. Oh, greatly! Against the crossbar! And he thumps it clear. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Messi, who does have an assist to his name. McAllister, great vision.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Thuram deals with that comfortably. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal.
He's had a crack, but he's left disappointed.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Lahm. 60 minutes played. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Totti. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Lahm delivers. Impressive jump! And that's a tidy finish. Galatasaray are back in business. A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort. Simply fantastic.
Chance! Good stop. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And now they can spring out of defence. Odo. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Yaya Toure. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Galatasaray still have the cards to affect this game. Passing nice and neat. Quality ball. Van Nistelrooy. And he's had it nicked away. Half an hour gone in the second half. Throw in. It's a pretty loose pass. Silvestre. McAllister is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Toure does well to get it back. Alexander-Arnold promptly onto that, and that is that. Conte, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get it through? That is a great pick out. Lahm, looking for the fob. Terrific effort! Goal! Galatasaray! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
Number 25.
Galatasaray leading now.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it.
Can he finish?
Substitutions taking
Oh,
place.
that is rather wayward.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Van Nistelrooy. Thuram gets a foot in here.
Galatasaray really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Lahm plays it. Getting up there! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Very much into the last knockings. Now it's Eto'o. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Yaya Toure, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And here's Hullet. And that's it. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. This is Dembele. Now it's Rivaldo. And it's Cáceres. Rivaldo gets on his bike and on the move. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Over to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Plays a sharp little ball here. In towards the back stick. And he's taking no chances there. And this is Lampard. In again. Terrific effort! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And here's Rivaldo.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Knocks it out wide. Lahm delivered. Getting up there! And that has been knocked clear. Looking to play him in. Dembele. Bellingham. Galatasaray very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Space for him to turn and look. And the ball's come loose here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Lahm is looking to influence the game from out wide. And he thumps it clear. Vitinha has a look and plays it forward. Out towards the flank. Now, can they get him away? And here's Bellingham. Delivers the chance! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, good effort! And a neat finish! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfect.
Real chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Galatasaray have their second corner now. And he's managed to get rid. Van Dijk. Half an hour played now. Spread out to the left. Lahm looking to receive it in space. He's rising! Now, who's going to be first to this? Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
So, third corner of the game. Goes for a shot! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That's where it came from. Galatasaray looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Lahm. And that's a goal kick. Oh no, what has happened here? Shapes to shoot! No, not quite.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Bellingham. Cannavaro. Rivaldo is onto it in a flash. Here's Vitinha. And it's Rivaldo. Threads one in. Dembele, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Takes a shot! Bullet looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Odo. Aimed beyond the defence. Lahm gets into a good position. In towards the back stick. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Galatasaray absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Galatasaray looking like the only team in this. They lead by 3. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Now this could be a chance. And a chance! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find a finish after that.
So their 4th corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Lahm picks it up out wide. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Koller receives it in a good position here. Dembele. Thuram gets a foot in here. Spread to the right. Hullet. Otto puts them all in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Galatasaray clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
He is through here. Vieira has given away a free kick. Galatasaray looking close to untouchable here at 3-0. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Now the delivery. Koller. Cristiano Ronaldo being hunted in packs.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Great vision. And he's definitely onside. Otto crosses it in. Howson with the clearance. Caceres. Bellingham. Oh, good spread. Caceres. Lofted in. Pullet gets it away. Mendes got a long way forward to join the attack. Lahm. Otto, a man never lacking in drive or determination. And it's Lampard, looking for the run. And this is Ronaldo. Chance to deliver. Cruyff. Vitinha. And it's Cruyff. Lampard. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Here comes the Cruyff. He leaps for it! And that's a sharp finish! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Galatasaray are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Nuno Mendes with the cross. Great chance! It's a goal! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
England get their goal, a bit of respectability restored. And it's Vieira. A good-looking ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Vieira. Bellingham. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Good ball, good take. That ball looks a good one. So no flag here, and he's got away from it. And that is masterful defending.
Oh, that's brilliant from him, because he was so quick to read it.
Pullet. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Salam. Vieira. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Now the cross. Towering header. In he goes again. And that's a tiny finish. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Substitution in progress. There will be 3 minutes.
Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Bellingham. And it's Otto. Vieira. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And that's it. Galatasaray can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Oh, good play! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Certain, searing, and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Engages and forces him off the ball. Over to the other side. Odo. And here's Hullet. Odo finding himself in space. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Lahm receives it in a wide position. Van Dijk with the clearance. Lahm gets into a good position. And that's going right the way across. Otto. Impressive jump! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Galatasaray are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And it's Lahm. Lahm plays towering header! And he gets rid in a hurry. Now this could be a chance. Played up towards the front line. Hullet with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Bellingham, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's made its way to him. Now it's Raul. And it's Lampard. Here comes the cross. Tries to get it clear. Neymar. Lampard. And it's Van Dijk. Threads one in. Hullet. Now the cross. And a header! Harmlessly behind. Lahm. Albert Ferrer. Rijkaard. And the counter is on. Dani Olmo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Neymar. Hullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Rijkaard. Neymar, and there's the shot! And that's in! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Paris Saint-Germain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
just 1 in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And that was asking for too much. Lampard.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Dani Olmo. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lampard. There will be a throw-in. Lampard goes looking wide. Raul. Can he get it through? Oh. And a chance! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more
indicated.
threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And for the first half, that is that. Galatasaray are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far.
I'd like to
Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time.
Number 8.
Paris Saint-Germain get the second half started.
Galatasaray have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Dani Olmo. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Galatasaray come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Van Dijk. Now Albert Ferrer. Now it's Dani Olmo. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Neymar. Van Dijk producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And he's intervened well there. Robertson, he's gone forward. Not the most accurate pass. He is through here. Look at that. And the finish! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the comeback is complete. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Paris Saint-Germain have their lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
That looks a cracking ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Neymar. And the shot! And that's a sharp finish. And this is getting better and better. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Paris Saint-Germain go up by 2 and are looking good.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Otto. Galatasaray perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And it's Hullet. Oh, played through for the wide man. Otto made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Well-timed, excellent interception. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cross to the back post. Oh, that was vital. Paris Saint-Germain do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Raul. Hullet. Thuram. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Collar is onto this.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Lampard. Can he spark a counter here? Yaya Toure. This is a promising build-up. Out towards the flank. Crosses it in here. Rijkaard gets it away.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Otto. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Van Dijk. Neymar might just make this. And he's been shifted off it. And that has been cleared. Hullet. And it's Otto.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Juve, someone who can always claim to be the most. That's that, the end. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. Free-flowing, fluid, flexible, just some of the words that describe the genius that is Ruud Gullit. A player whose impact on the game remains... Tries one from range! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Otto providing an outlet on that flank. And the ball is out of play. Costa Curta. That's Cannavaro. Messi. Pass somewhat off target. Vieira. Thuram gets across to intercept that. And it's Gullit. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Koller might just make this, and he's managed to get free. Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Lopez. He's had it taken off him. Vieira. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Messi. He has found the way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Galatasaray are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. David Villa.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Lahm. And it's Lahm. Bellingham. Forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Now, can they get him away? Lahm receives it in a wide position. In towards the back stick. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Gullit. Bellingham. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, they could break here. This looks promising. He's found the way through. Vermin! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Vermin deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Lampard. Lahm in acres of space out wide. Impressive! Oh, crossbar! Played it again. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Oh, good-looking ball. David Villa receives it in a good position here. So no flat. And a shot! Pass just lacking in accuracy. And this is Messi! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And that could set him on his way. Fermin's chance!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Otto. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Costa Curta. Oh, played through for the wide man. Bellingham. Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. Koller. Gullit. Nicely weighted ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Hernandez. Beckenbauer. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Galatasaray finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Galatasaray really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Hernandez, Beckenbauer, and Hernandez. Collar with a reputation for taking on any shot. And it's Lahm. Cross goes in there. And it's hoisted clear. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Now it's Lopez. Always goal side. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Oh, good! Off the post! And that's in! Galatasaray are back in business! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams.
He leaps for it! Goal! Galatasaray! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Certain, searing and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Galatasaray with the lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Galatasaray have hit a quick-fire double here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. That's a sharp pass. Now that looks a decent ball. It's played through for him. And this is Messi. Can he finish? And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Lahm. And it's Lampard. That's Vieira. Lampard. Guardiola. Now it's Lopez. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Some inspired work, that. It's good that someone knew exactly...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Guardiola is the team's great visionary. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Villa. Hernandez. He's picked his way through. It's a good foot in there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
David Villa, and he's cut it out.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And it's Lahm. And he's in and goes for a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Turns back here, probably the best option. Otto pings in across.
Galatasaray really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
That's going across. Towering header! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And it's Hullet. Lahm gets into a good position. Terrific effort!
3 minutes at a time.
He will be livid with himself.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Hernandez. Bellingham. And that's really well manoeuvred. The muscular approach does pay off here. And that will be it. Galatasaray have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We are just getting started. Shoots! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Otto. Played in.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Adams. Cafu. And Serginho. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, that pass isn't the best. Galatasaray leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. He's being urged to shoot. Serginho. Gerrard. That's a good foray he's making. He's got away.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Otto. Bellingham, always looking for that half a chance. And it's Lam. And that's a really buccaneering run he's making. Hangs what he leaps for it. Well taken goal. And this is getting better and better. What a header. Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, great leap! Harmlessly behind. Pullet. Vieira. Otto. Tries to cross. And that has been cleared. And this is Lampard. Terrific effort! And it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here. Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And they've got rid, and he's quick to snatch it back. Rijkaard. Now it's Shevchenko. Vardiol. Rijkaard. And it's Rijkaard. That's Gerrard. Serginho. No, it's come to nothing. And it's been hooked away. And it's Gerrard. Gerrard makes a dash for it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's a sharp pass. Shevchenko showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And the pass is intercepted. Van Nistelrooy, he's on it, can he get away? Vieira. Hullet. 5 minutes till the break. Vieira, who does have an assist to his name, and it's Lampard. Lahm has it out wide and in space. Now this could be a... Vieira! And he's stuck it away! They are purring, truly purring! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl!
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Indicated.
Galatasaray are having a ball here.
That's positional gold. The utilisation...
Oh, good climb! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
I can see some heads dropping here now.
And that brings the first half to a close. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in the second half?
Galatasaray enjoying a half which is little short of perfect. The dominant force, the only force in a one-sided contest. The second half is up and running. He's in a great position here. He's found a way through. And this is Van Nistelrooy! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Van Nistelrooy clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Lampard. Cristiano Ronaldo. In by Lampard.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Rijkaard. Vardiol getting forward. Zico. And it's Gerrard. Vardiol. And it's Hullet. Looks to the other side. Lahm. That is a great pick out. And a chance! That is delicious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Towering header! Not the worst header in the world, but nothing comes of it.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Gerrard. 60 minutes played. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Galatasaray are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Otto carries the ball down the right. Hullet with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Lahm has it in a wide position. Lampard with the cross. And he's had it nicked away. Lahm. And this is Ronaldo. Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure and a header! It's hit the crossbar. And that's wide.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Vardiol. That's Rijkaard. Gerrard. Cafu. Ball played for Rijkaard. Otto gets across to intercept that. And it's Serginho. And he's picked it up out wide. Impressive jump! No, he can't turn it in.
Paris Saint-Germain certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Koller being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Otto. Passing nice and neat. Spread out to the left. Lofted in. It's a goal kick. Cafu. And it's Gerrard. Adams. Cafu. And that is out of play. Vieira. Hullet has found the net here, of course. And it's Otto. Cross goes in there. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
A header! And a neat finish. 3! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Serginho. That's good running with the ball. Gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Otto. Cafu is there, and he can get that clear. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Paris Saint-Germain can make their change now with a break in play. Raúl getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Rijkaard. Van Bouten cuts out the pass. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Hullet. Knocks it into space. Now it's Hullet. Lahm.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
And the number on the board is 3. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Out towards the flank. And it's Lampard. Cross needs to be good. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. That's at the end. Galatasaray, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. England have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
Lahm, this looks promising. Played back. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, that pass isn't the best. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, the player Nuno Mendes is someone who's really impressed me as being a two-way player. Very confident, consistent, and always willing to take people on and get himself into those good crossing positions, and he can deliver too.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Nuno Mendes, and he's been shifted off it. He has found the way through. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Bellingham. That has not gone well.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
And it's Lampard. Nuno Mendes is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him.
England really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Nicely weighted ball. It's a promising position. Played into the box. And he knocks it clear. Oh, what has happened here? And he's gone backward here. Dembele.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Bellingham. Cruyff. And it's Edmilson. And Mendes. Oh, it's Dembele. He's found the way through. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Lampard. Hullet. Collar. And it's Hullet. Otto picks it up now. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Hullet. Cruyff. Edmilson. And Mendes. No, that's been intercepted. Looking to play him in. Now this could be a chance. Played into space. Spread neatly. Caceres. Lahm. Chooses to go cross-field. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That's a decent clearance. Otto has the space to scheme. Otto got a long way forward to join the attack. Nicely aimed pass. Edmilson. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Lahm. Tries to play it through. Now it's Bellingham. And a header! He will be livid with himself.
Galatasaray really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Caceres. It's not an especially good pass, that. Edmilson. That's it, 45 minutes up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. And we are back on the way.
Galatasaray clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going.
Big chance! Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Cruyff! Ronaldo going after that. Galatasaray come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Mendes getting forward. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Otto did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Just eases him off the ball. Edmilson. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Vitinha conjures time and space where few can. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Otto being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And the pass is intercepted. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defences, it seems, on top here.
I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening.
There's the crossfield ball. Pull it. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rivaldo. Galatasaray still have the cards to affect this game. Now it's Lampard. He is through here. Lampard. Yaya Toure. Looking for the far post. Oh, good-looking ball.
Galatasaray truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele stood his ground strongly. Now it's Lampard.
England couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And this is Dembele, and it's Bellingham. Can he get it through? Great, but there's the shot! Goal! Finally the breakthrough!
What a time to take the lead, but now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
And this is Rivaldo. Pinches it off him.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Pullet picks it up out wide.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
England clearly now in lead preservation mode. Pedri. Edmilson, the man synonymous with solidity. Thuram did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Lam.
2 added minutes has been
Time
indicated.
added on will be 2 minutes. And it's Yaya Toure. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Short changes him with that pass. Nuno Mendes. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only... Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're very much on the way now. And it's Zanetti. And this is Scholes, and he decides to cross it. That's a good ball. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Well, if you're looking for a showstopper, I think we need to look no further than Kaka here, Peter. To me, it's all going to be about how much of the ball he's going to see.
So does he have a specific role?
Yeah, basically to get on it and take it to the opposition. That's what he does. And in doing that, he engages everybody around him.
Yeah, he's terrific. Lam delivers. Towering header! And another try! And he's really put himself on the line here.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And a header! Oh, it's hit the post! That's going to go a long way. Otto. Bellingham. Knocks it out wide. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Kaka. So what can they make of this? That pass has been well intercepted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, good play on the left-hand side here. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. That's going across goal. Terrific effort! And that was very necessary. Can he get it through? And that's aimed into the... Impressive jump! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Lahm is looking to influence the game from out wide. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Kohler really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Lampard. Oh, good read. McAllister. Scholes. And it's McAllister. Almost half an hour in now. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Almagro clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Lahm is wide and looking to get onto this. Not the most convincing of passes. Kaka. Bellingham. And it's Zanetti. Now it's Scholes. Thuram. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Bellingham. He's got away. Pull it. Here's Vieira. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And it's Vieira. Thuram. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for the far post. Donnarumma claims it without any fuss. Five minutes till the break. Rijkaard. Kaka. Played out to the left flank. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Cristiano Ronaldo. Lampard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Hullet. And it's Otto. Swung over. And they've got rid. Well, they've got it again. Otto has it out wide and in space. So a temporary halt to the action. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
I think it's been a decent enough watch despite the half stagnating a little, if I can put it that way, Peter. We want to see some of that craft we got to see earlier on in the game. Everyone's going to have to find a way to just up the standard again.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Back on the way then.
Galatasaray have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Galatasaray, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Zanetti, he's shifting through the gears here. Yaya Toure, the arch schemer, always looking to get a team going. Gullit. He's looking wide, and it's Lam. And it's been given away. Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Schlotterbeck. And it's Scholes. And Koundé. Kaká. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. McAllister. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Schlotterbeck. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lam under intense pressure.
Yeah, he's been a real pest on that flank, Peter, but I think life is about to get tougher.
Aims beyond the defence. Very nicely done. Ball swung in, and he's taking no chances there. Koller receives it in a good position here, and he's quick to get rid, and smartly reclaimed. In towards the back stick.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Yaya Toure. Gullit. Otto has it in a wide position. That is lovely. The ball goes in. He leaps for it. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Schlotterbeck. Galatasaray do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. He is through here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Rijkaard. Looking for the run.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Almagro really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Vieira. Lampard. Played out wide. Crosses it in. Getting up there! Well taken goal. Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Galatasaray have penetrated for the first time.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Crossbar comes to the rescue. Decent hit from there. Galatasaray leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Thuram, a picture of focus and alertness. Lam. And he's forced to go back. Bullet upright and purposeful. Vieira. Very much into the last knockings. And it's Yaya Toure. Van Dijk.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
1 minute to add according to the board. And that is that. Galatasaray have held on. They have doggedly sometimes...